Give him his fly treatment. Moment of truth. Second one is currently filling up. Right, as you can see, I am now out mowing some grass.
Do the numbers with hold down, yeah? Then we just set it up.
Morning guys, and welcome back to yet another wet start to a Monday morning. We were hoping to be doing something revolving around silaging or combining early this week, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So we're back on the wet day jobs list. And what I'm doing here is we're rectifying some drinkers. So this shed here was our sheep shed that we keep our farm sheep in. We're actually having quite a big change with some of the livestock on the farm. So sheep numbers are reducing and the breed is also changing. And we're upping the livestock numbers for a project that the sheep were previously on. So this shed here is actually going to be full of about 120 beef cross calves, which will be on milk powder when they turn up a little bit later on this autumn. And what I'm doing is I'm just adapting it slightly with the drinkers, just to make our lives an awful lot easier. We have some of these JFC drinking bowls, ideal for calves, nice little bowls, keep themselves very clean. And what we're going to be doing is fitting those onto the wall instead of the drinkers we already have, which are these. So these are the drinkers we've got at the moment. They hang on the gate, and they serve a very good purpose as a drinker. But the problem you get is when you want to clean this shed out, you shut all these gates back round. Look at that. That is as far as that gate can shut back. And it's the same going the other way. Another problem we get with them is because they're on a bolt between the two drinkers, is one will tip more than the other and they start leaking. And this shed's floor doesn't run particularly well anywhere. And so they end up with a load of wet bedding. So the solution, as I said, the JFC bowl. And what I'm going to do is cut out a piece of the grill like I have done here. See that little gap? I'm going to mount it to the wall, the bowl, and then what we can do is we have one either side of the gate. If we want to shut the gate back, we can, and the bowl will be in the gap. That is the plan. So I've already taken the first couple of old metal troughs off. That was a bit of a harder job than I envisioned. And yeah, I'm ready to do some drilling, so let's do some of that. Have we gone far enough? Yes we have, that is good. One of these threaded bolts, the plan is they will just thread into that concrete nicely. What I might do is line that up with the old drinker itself. Now hopefully, I mean it's a bit wonky at the minute, it needs straightening up. Of course that's in the way. Good from you, Josh. Oh, I mean, come on. Look at that. Perfect. And we're quite lucky, we've got water on every stanchion that comes down the shed. So this water will come straight down. I'll put that on this side. We'll put a T-piece in the middle here, and we'll tee off this side behind the pipe and down to the other drinker that's going to sit here, which is that one. Now how's about that, sports fans? That is pretty cool. I need to go and get a little screwdriver, take that off, swap the ball valve around just on the other side, and that pipe can come down there. We'll put a T in and we'll do the same on the other side, and that'll be absolutely perfect for little calves. There's no way they're going to break that off the wall. Keep just enough water in there for them. It's easier to keep clean if we blow straw in it. I mean, I'll bed them up by hand with round bales in there, I suspect, but if we blow straw in it, it's just one in, one scoopful out, and it's clean. And yeah, pretty cool. Right, I'll go and get some tools so I can do this, and this, and this. We'll be getting somewhere. It's a moment of truth. So, somewhere here there's a tap. There it is. They're high pressure ones, so they come in and fill up pretty quick. Nice one. I call that a success. Other than this, not a success. We need some PTFE tape. But that's all right, we can do that. We'll turn him back off so he's not dripping all over the floor. Yeah, that's that one done. I think you can adjust these ball valves slightly. You can put in you can change the hole it's in so it makes it like slightly longer, so I guess it floats up quicker. So we might look at doing that as well. The darn sight easier to do when it's not mounted to the wall. I'm just putting the ball valve back in the second trough, doing everything up tight so it doesn't move. PTFE tape, the older lifesaver, stick to me and stick to the fitting. It's currently doing the opposite. Right. Take your fitting, Make sure it's clean. Screw it on. And there he is, complete. Right, second one is on the wall. I've actually mounted this one a little bit lower than that one. I just thought as we're going to be having calves in here, it's probably best to have it as low as possible so that they can reach. Obviously the downside is they end up dunging in it or whatever, but there's the gate back past the drinker. Of course it'll go back the other way if you wanted to. Now we won't have to do one on this post because obviously this pen here is fed by that drinker. But then we've got another post here that's got a double trough on it. So this is obviously the before, and that over there is the after. Thought, or what John actually suggested, which is a very good idea, is we'll take these ones off the gate here, and they've actually got two holes in the back where the bolt comes through, so about here somewhere. And we can mount them to the wall because they'll also fit through this gap in the gate. Obviously they'll come out a bit more proud, but it'll serve the exact same purpose of it being wall mounted, and we'll be able to swing the gate round. Right, moment of truth. Second one is currently filling up. I was going to put an elbow in, but I found a piece of pipe that was already bent just nicely round to this. Could pin that back to the wall if we really wanted to, but it's doing a job. Not leaking, not overflowing, and I've adjusted the ball valve in that one, so that should stop, which I think it has, so that's not overflowing either. Now when you have them shut in their pens, they'll be like this, and there's obviously a drinker either side for each pen. That gate comes across to there and does that. And then if you want to move cows or calves or whatever, or clean it all out, you just shut it back either way. Look at that. Right, now on this second post that I'm doing here, I'm going to reuse the metal drinkers but put them on the wall rather than on the gate, just because those are the only two JFC ones we've got. And as much as I'd love to have a shed full of those, there's no point chucking all these out when they are perfectly good troughs and we can reuse them. What did I do with that ratchet? It's under your feet, look. Oh. So that's the little bowls. I do really like these little bowls and I wish we had more of them. But we don't, that's the only two we've got. Now we can buy more, but it seems to be a shame to waste these metal ones. These are the metal ones that have gone on, so one of those either side now. Why they weren't put on like this in the first place, I will never know, because that is so much neater. Right guys, new day on the farm. Me and John got finished up with some of those drinkers last night. So whenever the calves start arriving, we're sort of ready for them. We just need to get some milk powder and things. But anyway, we're off to weigh some cattle, and we're going to put some fly treatment on because the flies have got quite bad the last few days. It's a good excuse to start using some of our Pari equipment. So this is the Easydose gun. You'd have seen it when I unboxed it in one of the other videos. So this one, we're only putting 10 mil on each animal, and every animal is the same, of this product here, which is called Spotinor, which is like a fly repellent and lice repellent, that sort of thing. So you'll see us using this gun here. We got it set to 10 mil. It's really, really easy to use. You just turn it on, pressing the power button. Once it's loaded up there, you can see 10 mil on the screen. If you want to change the dose, you just press these arrows, so it goes up in 0.5 mil increments, and it goes down under 10 mil in 0.1 of a mil increments. So we put 10 mil on each animal, so that is all set. I'll turn it off for now. And then you'll see us using that in a minute. Now you'll notice there's a bit of string tied to the handle of it on here. The guys at Pari did send some brackets to go on the crushes. I haven't had time to put them on yet. We are incredibly busy. I'm about to go off mowing some grass as well, actually, right now. So hence why I just put a bit of string on it to loop it on the crush for today, but we will sort that out for when we start using it a lot in the winter. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy seeing that working. It is incredibly good. I'm gonna go off and mow some grass, and we'll catch up what's going on a bit later on. Right, give him his fly treatment. That one stood still.
That's it. They've obviously lost weight.
This thing is so easy.
It's not quite as catastrophic as it.
Poised with the gun.
One of these will need a collar. I know.
474
Not this one. Half a kilo a day. Right, as you can see, I am now out mowing some grass. But anyway, I'm not going to show you a lot of mowing because you've seen a lot of that recently. I just just wanted to touch on the Pari gun again. So that one that we were using was the Easydose gun. We've also got the Revolution dose gun, which is the one that talks to the weight head. Steve arrived a couple of weeks ago. He's been so busy with various harvesting jobs, we haven't had much time to really look at them, but as soon as harvesting all calms down a bit and the cows start coming in and we're doing fluking and worming and vaccinating and all the other various jobs, we'll look at them a lot more in depth. But if you want to look a bit closer at them before that, you can obviously go to the Pari website. You can go and look at the sheep game, Cammy's channel. He's a big user of the Pari equipment as well. As a first use today, I thought it went really well. We were only putting 10 mil on each animal of fly repellent, but one little pull with the trigger of the gun. To prime itself is really easy. There's a prime function. You just press the prime button, hold the trigger until it's primed itself, and you're away. And that was it. Stick the batteries in, and you're off. It'll be interesting to see how it works with the likes of flucicides that are really thick, because they do take it out of you a bit. If you're doing a big load of cows like we do, if you're doing 150 cows at housing with flucicide, it does take it out of your hands, you know, whereas if you just pull a trigger, it's obviously a lot easier. Anyway, enough for me waffling on. Check out Pari, all the links will be in the description. There's also all my own social links and a merch link if you want to check any of that out. If you haven't already, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We're aiming for 20,000 subscribers. Yes, I'll see you guys on another video very soon. Cheerio.